What is going on, people of the interweb? It's your favorite pink elephant here, Ranger Man 7. You know, it's been a while since I've done a Black Ops 2 commentary. It's been a while since you've seen Black Ops 2. So here's some Black Ops 2, and in this one, it's kind of special because, you know, this is probably one of my best games. One of my best games. Not the only best game. Because all my other good games, you know, theater mode just said, hey, that's a good game you got there. I'll be like, yeah, and then they'll be like, too bad, and you'll eat it. But yeah, in this gameplay I'm using the MP7 in the first round, the PDW in the second. Tell me how that custom class looks up in the top right. If it looks too, what's that word? If you can't read it, tell me, and I'll try to find a better custom class thing to show you. Because you guys want to see what classes I use. But, you know, it'll come up again in the second round, and just tell me how it looks. Also, tell me how the color correction looks, and I think that's about it for the gameplay. I go 84 and 7, you know, I think that's it. Just tell me how this all looks, and that's it, basically. I said that's it about 5 times, and I need to get on with my commentary. So in this video today, I'm going to try giving you tips on how to, not how to be better at Call of Duty, just how to not, it's not going to be how to not rage, just how to get the games I get. Like, in this game, it was kind of surprising, because I had half game volume in 1 year, and half of my friend on the phone talking to me and complaining about his problems in the other. So it's kind of funny. Like, basically, number one, and I don't know how I'm gonna edit this in. I might like make a black screen and say 1 or something like that, but we'll see. Maybe you'll just hear me. But 1 is don't rage. If you're raging in the game, every little death will make you even more frustrated, and you won't be having fun killing people. The point of this game is to release your frustration and get out those kills release your frustration by killing people. But if you're raging, you're just like putting more inside of you. And I know like dying doesn't make you frustrated, lag makes you frustrated, but come on, if you die because of lag every time and yell at it, then you're not gonna really like do better the next death. You're just gonna keep doing that until you just end up breaking a controller or something. Not that I have done that, not from past experience, just saying. I don't know, just try not to rage. Keep it to a minimum. If sometimes, yeah, there is BS, and I'm not gonna say, oh, I don't rage. I do rage. I get mad sometimes when I'm playing this game. But you know, if you keep it to a minimum, some games, and other games you let it all out, then that's a good balance. You won't get too frustrated with the game. You won't get too annoyed by the game, and you can have a little bit of fun. Another thing is, use setups that are comfortable to you. You know, I'm gonna say that I will post my classes and setups that I like to use, but that shouldn't influence the setups you guys use. I know there's all those like great gameplays that people have with like weird setups that I would never use. For example, like people sometimes don't use fast mags. I love fast mags. It's my sleight of hand. It's my gateway to sleight of hand, and I love to use it. And if someone's like, oh, you should use this laser attachment instead of fast mags, you know, I'm gonna take off the laser because I'm not much of a hip fire person. I try to usually keep my engagements to aiming, and I usually will ADS a person. But if someone says don't use the, if I could change out some of the layouts, then I'll do that. I'll usually put on fast mags. I'll usually put on other stuff, but I'll try to keep it to like where I'm comfortable with the gun, and that usually helps with the kind of what's that word called? Kind of like playstyle I have. And yes, I know I'm using laser sight in both these gun classes I have, but this was before I prestige, and this prestige I changed out the laser sight on the PVW for foregrip, and I'm trying to see if that helps my ADS better. And this one was a BS death. This I might have raged on. I don't think I did because I was still talking to my friend on the phone. This entire gameplay I was talking to my friend on the phone. But yeah, that's just weird. I noticed if you don't rage, you just play the game, you have a lot more fun. Now, tip number 3, and this one's kind of weird, and I'm gonna have to explain this a little bit more, but use kill streaks that help you, not help your like teammates. Like, what I'm trying to say is, use kill streaks that will help you be the better person of you in the game. Like, let's say you're using counter UAV. Is that gonna help you in any way? Unless they have a bunch of UAVs and they're calling in UAVs and you don't have Ghost yet, then yes, that'll help you. But if you're like using and like let's say you're using Ghost, you're using Silencer, what's a counter UAV gonna do to you? Sure, it's gonna give you that 10 extra points per kill they get, but is it really helping you? Is it gonna benefit you in any way other than getting those 10 extra points to your next score streak? I don't know. I find no use in it. I use Blackbird because Blackbird is my ultimate kill streak. I love it. It helps me so much when I know where the enemies are, where they're going, because I play with my mini map, and that'll probably be another tip for another video, because I know I have way more tips, and it'll just be a part of if you guys want to hear them or not. But Blackbird, it's like my biggest tip. You know, I mean, not my biggest tip. It's my biggest kill streak that I use. It's the most helpful. I know where they are. I know where they're spawning. I know where to look. I don't always get like crammed by like 50 people in a spawn, and it's just like, wow. If I didn't have this kill streak, I would have died to these guys. I would have not got my next kill streak. But then, like, if you're running counter UAV, you're not helping yourself. What are you getting out of that? Nothing. And for Lodestar, that's personal reasons, just because I like to get kills in games. And Escort Drone, I was testing it out because apparently it's like actually an underused kill streak. If you use it, you do get a lot of kills. But I don't know. Here's the PDW class. If you guys want to know this one, I think it's a little hard to see, but I don't know. I'll see how it is on YouTube. But you know, Escort Drone, it kills them. It kills the people around your vicinity. And I know that's like kind of bad because you're losing that 100 points you get per the kill. But I don't know, I kind of like it. It kind of protects me sometimes, and that time it didn't. Great timing, you know. And here's the tip number 4. I have 5 tips in this video, and hopefully 5 tips is all it's going to take. But tip number 4, find the playstyle. And by playstyle, I mean find a way to run around the map. It's easy as that. And if you find a way how to run around the map, then you can be perfectly fine. It's actually, tip number 4 and tip number 5 are actually mixed. Hey guys, sorry if you guys hear a little pause right there. I just had to restart this because, you know, my brother kind of came in and started talking to me, and I was like, no, I was in the middle of like some intense tip giving moments, and I need to continue with it. So back to what I was saying. Tips number 4 and 5 kind of combined. They're like with each other. They're mesh. Without doing tip number 5, you can't do tip number 4. Without doing tip number 4, you can't not do tip number 5. And the way I'm saying that is because tip number 4 is finding a playstyle that suits you. Not that suits the greatest like 100+ getter, the 200 kill dude who like apparently boosted for one of them, not getting into that. Or like how he does those gameplays. No, you need to find a playstyle that is in tune with your reaction time, is in tune with how you run, is in tune with how you play, is in tune, I think I said reaction time, but your twitch shooting, you know how fast you snap onto a character, and that's my phone, sorry, how unprofessional, but you know, in tune with how you like react to everything and the situation around you. If you're more like a player like me, then you'll obviously learn the maps like I do. I learn which way to run, where their spawns are, so I don't run right past one and then they spawn behind me, because that's how Call of Duty likes to speak to me nowadays. They just like to spawn them right behind me. But I know there's a spawn in the back left, and that's why I'm prepared for these gunfights. I look both ways before going in there, because there's another spawn on the other side. I'm aiming, I see this guy, and I know he's back there. How do I know? Because I know the spawns. And that's just how I play. I'm a running gunner. I'm probably like there's level 1 rusher is just that guy who just runs into their freaking spawns, demolishes shit, and then just walks away like he's a badass with explosions in the background. And then there's level 2 rushers that are kind of like, I don't know if I consider myself a level 2 rusher or level 3 rusher. I think I'm more of a level 2 rusher, actually a level 3 rusher in this game. In Black Ops 2, I was a level 2 in Modern Warfare 2, but level 3 in Black Ops 2 because I play a little bit more defensively. And what I mean by level 2 is I run into their spawns, but I don't go deep into their spawns. I like to stay back a little and then run to their, run. I like to run a little bit more and just try to keep a little bit of distance between their spawns before like running all the way in there and then having them spawn behind me where I just react behind me and shit. But you know, and then level 3 rusher is kind of like the guy who knows where their spawns are, runs to their spawns, stays there for a little bit, and then like hauls his ass back. And then there's other playstyles, like there's defensive, but not like, I'm not saying campy, but there's defensive where they watch the flags and protect them. And then there's campers who sit in corners, and then there's those guys who just run like chickens with their heads cut off. I don't know. That's just all it. It just depends on how you play. And the reason that depends on how you play, I mean and why that depends on how you know the maps, is because if you don't know the maps, how the hell are you gonna run around? How the hell are you gonna know where to put yourself so you can defend all these flags? It's just it goes hand in hand, man. My gameplay is kind of wrapping up, and I have a lot more tips. If you guys want to hear more tips, definitely give this video a like. If you liked it, comment saying how the color correction was, how the classes looked, and if I should continue with these tips. maybe I just will, maybe I just won't. I don't know. All depends on you. Comment your suggestions below, and I'm Ranger Man 7. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.